So, for those of you not familiar with this, what I'm doing right here tonight is a commentary on a Guilty Gear Plus R tournament that we had. This one was at B-Sides at Super Arcade, which took place the weekend before EVO. And because of that, we didn't have as many players, just kind of people getting ready for EVO and that kind of thing. We actually had, at our latest tournament, we had 17 entrants, and this one we're only going to have 8. So it's going to be kind of a smaller stream tonight. But still, you're going to see RS and Blitz. Both of those are really good players. You're going to see me get really salty. I'm pissed off that you'll see. I'm going to get pissed off on camera. That's how pissed off I'm going to get. But before we get started, let me just go ahead and do a couple things here. Just to see, just so we can get everybody kind of connected here. I do a lot of these streams where I'm trying to just kind of get more into more of the community together for Guilty Gear Plus R. And to do that, I like to shill our Discord. This is our server where we end up talking online. We gather information. We update the wiki. We do online meetups. We help organize local meetups. We talk about upcoming majors and getting hotel rooms and where the casuals are, all that kind of stuff. Very active community on Discord there. And there's the link. If you're interested in checking out my YouTube channel, I have a lot of archive videos from Guilty Gear. So you can see all of that there as well. I'm going to be uploading this video onto YouTube once it's been edited and everything like that. If you're watching on YouTube, you can also check me out on my my Twitch, which is just down below. You'll see that right down there and in the description. I stream 3 days a week, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. Every Thursday is going to be Guilty Gear commentary. Tuesday is either Guilty Gear commentary overflow, like right now we're working on EVO, and we're catching up with all the EVO footage I've got. Or it'll be me doing like an arcade mode or a story mode or something like that from some fighting game. And Sunday, I've been doing RPGs. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Tonight we have 8 people. Like I said, we've got RS and Juno. RS is a good top-level Soul player. Juno is a newer Potemkin player. He plays a lot of other fighting games, Vampire Savior, Breakers, you name it. I keep joking around because he hates the game, but World Heroes Perfect, like all that kind of stuff. We got Bang, who is our Zappa player. Dyne, who's a very good Vampire Savior player. He plays Faust. Pardon me, we've got Blitz, and we got Midi-Man. Blitz is our resident Melia player. Midi-Man is a good Skullgirls player in our community. You've got ClassicFightingGamer, that's me, and Windyman. Windyman goes up, he meets up at my streams here a lot when we do kind of multiplayer stuff. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Our first match is going to be RS versus Juno. And feel free to talk to chat. I comment on that. What you say is going to be up on YouTube, so you just watch your mouth. More of just like you'll embarrass yourself if you screw things up. No, I'm just kidding. Don't worry about it. We have a good time here. So let's go ahead and switch this over to the player. Alright, and like I said, our first match is going to be RS versus Juno. And there we go. So like I said, RS is one of our 2 main Soul players, RS and DQRF. Both of them like their acronyms. We still don't know what either of those stand for. So one thing you'll see RS do, and you kind of see this with a lot of Soul players, is their hero, their Guilty Gear hero is Kusoru. They love Kusoru, right? So everyone wants to be kind of like Kusoru and emulate how he plays, and when you emulate how he plays, you're going to play just stupid, intentionally stupid. That was a nice anti-air. Good call there, Juno. So that's not a bad thing, because playing stupid means you're going to be unpredictable. If you know exactly how to play your character to its fullest, you can be stupid and you can make those mistakes because you're not thinking about it, you know? But if you know that mindset's coming up, then you can kind of work around it. So you're going to see here, RS likes to do Bandit Bringer a lot, which is very punishable. He likes to do Riot Stomp, which is also very punishable. But he's trying to do it kind of making you think that he's not going to be dumb enough to do it. Which again is not any sort of slight to RS. You're going to see him go very far with his tactics here. Nice combo there into a Roman cancel. Here comes some clean hits. I'm not too familiar with the clean hitbox on Potemkin. I hear some characters a lot easier and a lot harder to do clean hits on. Juno has been watching more Japanese play. He does not emulate Mike Z when it comes to Potemkin. I think he's more of like has watched Fab play, and so he uses a lot of Fab techniques. So you're gonna see a lot more comboing kind of thing, and fewer like going for clashes and fewer pot busters really with Juno's Potemkin. Going for an overhead there, getting some slip guard, trying to get in there. Juno, it looked like he did a backdash. He was going to go for a pot buster, but he didn't pull out the pot buster there. RS takes the first point. Okay, so starting off with a another Dragon Punch. That's what I mean. You know, be unpredictable in the wrongest of ways. RS doing some heavy comboing over here. Doing a good block. There's that combo stuff I was talking about. Going for a heat knuckle, but wasn't able to confirm with that. Nice backdash, but it wasn't able to get anything out of it. Again, backdash for Potemkin is very, very, very strong. It's only got one active frame at the end, and you can use that to cancel into a backdash pot buster. RS just trying to be oppressive with unpredictable moves at this point. But yep, there we go. Juno going for the mix-up on Wake Up. That's one thing Potemkin's very, very good at, going for a mix-up on Wake Up. You do not want to wake up next to Potemkin. I mean, we can all just imagine it, right? You go out drinking one night, and then you wake up next to Potemkin. Not where you want to be. Both of them have really good meter here. Oh, wasn't able to get anything off that throw. Wasn't able to punish off that. Oh, ouch. Yeah, that was that super's gonna end up beating your super armor there. Grand Viper on whiff is very easily punishable, very difficult to deal with. If it's a flat out whiff, they can't even Roman cancel it. So you gotta really want to punish it while you can. A smart Soul player will only do Grand Viper when they have 50% meter, so they can Roman cancel it if it's been blocked. It's very heavily punished. But a lot of Soul players, like I said, like to emulate Kusoro, and you want to play dumb in the best way possible. So you'd think like, oh, they're never going to do a Grand Viper. I don't have enough meter for it to be safe. And then you do it anyway. You do the dumb move. You do the Grand Viper round start because they don't expect it. But that's what you should be looking out for all Souls, because Kusoro has been doing it first. Be ready for the random raw dragon punches so you can punish them. See, Juno definitely can punish the Bandit Bringer with just a 6p. He did it before. Ooh, nice backdash, but wasn't able to do anything off of that. Wasn't able to block the Ground Viper low. Or Grand Viper low. That's one thing too, it's a very fast move, and if you stop blocking low for an instant, you're gonna get hit because it has so many follow-up hits. Ooh, wasn't able to get the follow-up on the counter there. Juno is still doing pretty well despite his inexperience with the game, for the most part. Compared, especially when considering he's fighting RS here. Still going too hard on the defensive here. Juno needs to really go more on the offense, which is tough to do against Soul. Here we go, going for a mix-up. Gotta go for some of those pop busters. It was going for a pop buster right there, I could tell. Again, Juno playing a little too safe as well. Playing it safe is not always the right answer. You know, in fighting games, also the concept of right answer, sometimes the right answer is not the right answer, you know? There is no right answer, except whatever gives you the kill. So, there we go. RS ends up taking it 2-1. So while that's going off, let's go ahead and look at these brackets here. So RS ended up beating Juno 2-1. And let's go ahead and see who we're going to have next on here. Alright, so our next match is going to be Bang versus Dyne. Again, Bang is our resident Zappa player. We have a lot of really good Vampire Savior players here in SoCal that meet up and also play +R. And you're seeing two of them right here. Bang and Dyne are very top players when it comes to Vampire Savior. So, Faust has a lot of very fundamental moves. Like, if you're really good with fundamentals, you're going to be strong with Faust naturally. Oof. That move was a 26 frame overhead. We joke about it being an unblockable because it's so slow that you think you've already blocked it, and then you start blocking low again and you get hit by it. It also covers like half the screen. Wow, Rao this fast. Dyne punting out a whole bunch of bombs, and he gets Dyne specialed. Oh no. The Dyne special, I have a clip. It's when Dyne does the super and gets a whole bunch of bombs and then blows himself up with all the bombs in a row. Like the bombs combo into more bombs. Got a meteor out on the field here. Bang blocks the meteor. Dyne kills the dog, so he doesn't really have an option at this point. Oh, good cross-up with those meteors there. Another meteor! This is the third one this round. Oh, but he threw him just the wrong time. I wasn't expecting a throw at that time, so that's a good point. Ended up doing a good round win there. Alright, Zappa putting Dyne in the corner. Dyne's not falling for it though. 26 frame unblockable overhead right there. Dyne trying to teleport out, but wasn't able to. Ooh, not a good burst, but wasn't punished, so ended up not being too bad. That was a good combo string. Gonna go far with it, but didn't get too much forward. Dyne picks up the chocolate. Chocolate in this game gives you meter. Donuts give you health. And the Chakua gives you tension pulse. Bang ends up getting 1 point here. Throwing a coin, getting that set up. Getting a lot of items out there. Bang sees the bomb off the side of the screen and knows when to block it. Gets a sword. Sword's a good summon. A lot of people have a very difficult time dealing with sword. Oh, but he gets hit, so he loses it. Goes a burst there. Dyne still has full meter. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Right in the corner there. It's a trick that you see a lot of Fausts do. Opponents don't really know how to deal with the pogo. And because they don't know how to deal with the pogo, they don't go for combos, they go for a lot of pogo resets. Ooh. Oh, nice breakaway. Blocks the 6H overhead. Man, that move, what's that, jump H? That is so fast. I have a hard time dealing with that myself. Okay, Dyne putting on the offensive. He's got one round here. Still being kept away with that sword. Sword goes away. We got a mini robo, but ends up getting hit within the air. That's a good trick too, if you want to just jump up and block some of those, so when they come down, they're not going to affect you. Is that a meteor, I think I saw? Yeah, there it is. Bang just needs one more ball here and he can get Rao. He's got a chance to do a summon for it. And that multi-hit overhead with the kick does not look like an overhead. It's really hard for me to deal with. I keep thinking it's a low. Dyne has infinite meter, or full meter here. There we go, looking for the supers. Going for another one here. Ooh. Oh, gets hit with the 6H. Making it 1-1 here. Okay, Bang getting the sword, but Faust ends up throwing him, desummons the sword. Dyne turning the tables, getting Bang here in the corner. Good block on that burst. Got a really cranked up guard meter, can't get hit. Oh, gets hit with the bag. Oh, gets locked down there with the dog. Just pushes just past its hurt box, or hit box, to get out of it. Okay, good throw there. Air throws are so nice looking in this game. I love it. Nice air throw. Couldn't quite get him hit with the bomb. Zappa just needs... Here we go. One more orb and he can start summoning Rao. What I keep hearing from Zappa players is Rao isn't that good. Ooh, nice combo setup there. Using a Roman cancel to deal some extra damage there and seal the deal. One more round here from Dyne. Yeah, they say Rao isn't that good. At least compared to all the other summons, which I can see. The other summons are all zoner type moves. The sword, the ghost, and the dog. Rao is not. But Rao is just so strong with what you can do. You get so much damage with Rao. Okay, Bang avoiding teching at the end there. Ooh, that's not gonna hurt. Just a chocolate for some meter. Loses the sword here. Nice summon. Doesn't quite kill. Oh, another breakaway. It's 2 in a row. So in this game versus Xrd, the way it works is Faust will do that Angel Super. There's a Chukua off the side of the screen. You can't grab it though. Faust will do the Super, and he chooses which button of the 4 that you get. It's not like the cup swap like you see with Xrd. And with it, you have to guess which one that they pressed. However, if you press a button before Faust presses a button, you instantly break out. And also what you see is a lot of more amateur Fausts will double tap slash. So if you've already done the super and you press slash again, then they're going to be choosing slash. So if you kind of see that with a Faust, and they keep doing slash, that's kind of why. So the main weakness with Rao is that he doesn't have the kind of range that the other versions have. We got a point there for Faust. So Dyne ends up taking this 2-1. Let's go ahead and update the brackets here. And let's see who we've got going on next here. Give me one moment, guys. Alright, so up next we've got Windyman versus CFG, Classic Fighting Gamer. Resident Bikin player. Regarding that question that's still in chat there, Rao doesn't quite have the range that the other summons have. I mean, he doesn't go away when you get hit, so that's a good thing. But man, does he have damage. So, they say that Rao's not as good, but really, I think just not going away when you get hit. That alone really helps. So I have a really hard time dealing with Mei as a character. And you're going to see I'm biking on this one. Mei is Windyman. Mei is really light, so I have to modify certain combos to fight her, which is okay, I can do them. But a lot of my moves, like Tatami Mat, she can just go underneath that with 3K. I hate Overhead Kiss. That move right there, all it is the animation is the exact same as her running forward, and then it's a command grab after the running forward, but it's also strike and throw invul in the middle of her run forward. So if you're not sure which one it's going to be, you know, I guess the answer is jump, but man, some of it's pretty tough to deal with. Good Morai Komi, the dodge there to get around. Nice 2H there. Yeah, so Mei's 3K goes around Tatami Mat, it goes around Sakura. It's very difficult to deal with. If I do most attacks after blocking 3K, I can't like follow up with a combo just because she's still that low to the ground. So it's very frustrating dealing with both 3K and Overhead Kiss. Overhead Kiss does have an indicator, and that's sound. So a normal run forward for Mei will just be like 2 or 3 footsteps forward. Nice. Oh, I love doing that. Didn't do the follow-up there. There's an Overhead Kiss. It's not going to kill. Man. I even FRC'd that to block. But man. So Overhead Kiss, it's just a normal pitter-patter of footsteps if you're running. So just bump, bump, bump. And if you have an Overhead Kiss, it's 2 quick ones and then a bump. So bump, bump, bump. So you'll hear that every now and then when we get to an Overhead Kiss. I'm not sure how well you can hear the sound effects in this version while we're doing the commentary here. Oh, sorry, running is 2 fast ones, and then Overhead Kiss is the kind of standard. Ooh, nice. Man, see, look at that. I'm not even going very far. I'm doing Tatami Mat from far away and still not working. I didn't have any meters to do anything after that. Oh, messed that up. Alright, so I get 1 point there against Windy. I always have a hard time commentating for myself because I always want to watch how I'm doing and kind of use that as an opportunity to get better. So, Yozansen, Baiken's Yozansen. Oh, I messed up that. I was gonna make her land in the corner there. That would have been pretty good. Baiken's Yozansen is, it's a 6-frame move, and you can Tiger Knee it. So if you Tiger Knee it, you're jumping on the ground, from the air, or from the ground to the air, and that's a 3-frame jump animation for Baiken. But it's a 9-frame overhead. It's got certain uses. Nice throw tech. Also, with the Roman cancel, you can get a very strong combo after that. Tiger Knee Yozansen. Okay, Windyman there takes the first point. Man, I got hit with the summon. I hate that part of the summon there. Okay, just barely had enough meter to do the FRC. Trying to keep my distance because I know that Mei's 3K can just hit me from such a really long distance. Good jump. He bursted so he didn't get hit or punched from that. Went straight into another overhead kiss. You saw how that was strike invul. I tried to 2H it, but it didn't work. That would hurt if I had any meter. Again, she's really light, so it's hard to deal with these combos. No, don't lose that. No, what a horrible burst. Horrible, horrible burst. Okay, and it's now 1-1 here. Let me update the score. Okay, nice Kabari. Nice jump on that overhead kiss. Getting better at calling those out now. You know, one thing I noticed was whenever you go to a major like EVO, for me at least, like I play Guilty Gear with other players about twice a week, and for me going to EVO was worth like 3 months of playing with other people. Just that one weekend, I got like 3 months worth of experience and improvement. Okay, so Windyman took that next round there. Good air throw. Goes for another overhead kiss. Man, can't believe that hit me. $3K is so low to the ground. Trying to keep my distance. Gee, just stop blocking low for a moment. Look at that bullshit. I'm already pissed off just looking at this, man. Like, just for an instant, I stopped blocking low. And, man, that's when he does it. So, we'll continue this part here. Let's go to the brackets first. See how salty I am. Look at this crap. Oh, bullshit. Alright, so. Windyman beat me 2-1. A cheap bastard. If you look at the brackets here. Let me pull up the brackets. There you go. So Windyman beat me 2-1. And let's go ahead and see who we're going up next here. We are on our next match. Our next match is actually going to be Bang versus Juno. So you'll see over here, Bang ended up losing, so he is going to beat this bye. Let's go ahead and update my side too, so you're going to see that I beat the bye here. And so the next match is going to be Bang versus Juno. Let's switch this over. Oops, is this? Switch this over here. All right. So Bang here playing Zappa. Ooh, flat out 6H. You gotta watch out for that that move. It does autocorrect. Knocks the dog away. Now Zappa is, from what I understand, a pretty good matchup against Potemkin. Got a lot of long range stuff he can use. Oh no! Very quick death there from Juno, taking it down. Yeah, you're gonna see Juno getting a lot better. By the way, thanks for coming in, Granola. Appreciate it. Going to the overhead mix-ups. There we go. Yeah, it looks like maybe he was just getting warmed up when he was fighting RS. He's doing really well there. Even doing some double jump mix-ups. Man, just getting them. That hammerfall super armor is really breaking through there. Like I said before when I was talking about Juno, like you know, a lot of players when they first start, they watch videos from other players and use that. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what Zappa's gonna be really good at against Potemkin. Just keeping that distance. Gotta keep the distance. Keeping that distance. First point here goes to Juno. So, like I said, a lot of players, when you start, you watch other videos from other players, see how well they're doing and everything like that. Juno, I'm pretty sure he watched FOB, so you're gonna see him get a lot of good FOB stuff from +R going on instead of Mike Z. Mike Z does some really weird, unconventional stuff, even though he's the main Potemkin player in the US right now. I actually did a first to 50 with Mike Z recently, and it was not pretty. It was not pretty. I will upload it eventually. I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm ashamed that I lost, but it was a learning experience, that's for sure. There we go. This is what Zappa excels at when he's fighting Potemkin. It's that range. You know, making sure you've got good range against Potemkin is very important to have. He is one ball away, or he's one summon away from Rao. There we go. Rao's going to be it. I mean, I can't see him, Potemkin, winning that. There we go. Juno keeping him in the corner. Now, Zappa has a lot of super, or invincible stuff, like when he's doing a summon, he's invincible. So you kind of want to watch out for that when you're fighting him. I'm not sure if it's throw invul or not. Looks like Juno doesn't really know how to deal with him in the corner. He's just kind of trying things out, throwing it out, see what he can do. Those pebbles and banana peels are really hard to deal with for Potemkin. Because it's going to get rid of, like, if one of them hits, it's going to get rid of one of your hits in the hammer fall. And then they can just poke you once and he's gone. Nice butt slam. Ooh, gets the finger. It's just in perfect, like, heavenly potbuster distance. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that move's hyper arm, where you just keep getting that amount there too. There's our potbuster. Like I said, you don't see Juno using potbuster that often. Yes, it's a harsh move. You know, it does a ton of damage, but he's not relying on it as his primary move. Unlike Mike Z, who uses potbuster every chance he can get. Juno keeping in. Oh, didn't block that gold burst there. Thought for a moment he did. Okay, good hammer fall on there. That could be it. Just needs a good potbuster. There we go, but he wins. So Juno ends up winning 2-0. Let's go ahead and update the brackets here. So Juno beats Bang 2-0. Let's go ahead and see who we've got going on next year.
Heaven or hell?
Oh, hey man, thanks for the subscription, Granola. It really helps. And now you can do some bike and facepalm emotes now, too. Okay, so up next, we are going to have Blitz versus Midi. Blitz is our resident Amelia player. Amelia is a very tough character to deal with. She's incredibly fast. She's really, really good at mix-ups. If you're not familiar with Amelia, it's a very tough match to just run into blind. One thing you'll see Blitz do a lot of is he's really good at combos. He's great at practicing them. Like, anytime he's got downtime, I've seen him practice more of those combos. And you'll see him, almost every chance he gets, picking that hairpin back up after he uses it. That hairpin, you can only use it once, and then once it's on the ground, you can't pick it up again until it starts glowing yellow again. But you'll see him pick it up, like, almost instantly every time. So one trick I've noticed with him is if you just kind of block the hairpin, he wants to go in for it. But of course, now I've said that, he'll know that that's kind of the trick I'm going for. I mean, hairpin's a really good move for Amelia, but it's not like critical. You know, it's not. You could do a lot of stuff without it, but he just likes to have that option there. Good use of discs there. Setting up a disc, getting a nice counter hit on the reversal. Oh, not a counter hit, just fell into it. You saw him pick up the pin there while he was doing those backdashes. And once it starts glowing yellow again like that, you can pick up the pin again. Okay, so 1 point there already for Blitz. Amelia is such an incredibly fast character. Hiding underneath the disc there. Look at that. Crossing up with the disc while she's jumping up over you. That's some dirty, like, Dizzy and Faust stuff I see. Like, Faust does the bomb and he jumps right past you just before it explodes kind of thing. Okay, this is going to be a perfect. Oh. Reads the guard cancel. Not quite a perfect there. I don't see Midi winning this one at this point. Getting some good blocks, but just about out of meter there for the faultless defense. He's not going to be able to keep it up. Going for some good attacks, going for 3H there. 5D, so the dust still ends up blocking raw dust. You know, we joke around in California. It's like the 5D, just run up 5D is the American dust. Yeah. For America. It's a really good graphic I saw on the different regions and the stupid ways that they burst. It's like SoCal is just like, just the SoCal burst is you just burst completely off screen, completely whiffed, like that. Oh, ends up getting hit with the chicken star. Amelia dead angled out, but wasn't able to really push too far back. Blitz still ends up getting that next point though. So let's take a look at the brackets here. That was Blitz versus Windyman. Blitz ended up winning 2-0. Let's find out what our next match is going to be here. Alright, so up next we have... Here we go. There we go. We have Juno versus Midi. Just a reminder, this is a SoCal local that we have here. This was the weekend before EVO. We don't do any live streams because they're already, like, other people are using the live stream setup. But we record everything with locals. Ah, hold on. This is not the right match. This is CFG versus Midi. I tricked myself out there. Going for the sweep. There we go. Now, Midi has been getting a lot stronger. You can't underestimate him. I do have a fair amount of experience against Kai, so I'm pretty familiar with the matchup and how to deal with it. Ooh. I was going for something else there. I didn't think that he was going to get hit by that with a counter hit. So I was going to stand up there and hit with something else. But yeah, this is me playing Biken here on the player one side. Going for that overhead. Ends up hitting me out of it. Now that jump D that you see me doing there, that's actually a fuzzy. So it's something that if a character starts blocking low, they'll still get tagged with it, even if their hitbox wouldn't normally be there. And that's intentional. So the thing with the Ozansen there is you can cancel a lot of moves into they're jump cancelable. And if they're jump cancelable, I can Tiger Knee Ozansen, which means I can do a 9-frame, cancel anything into a 9-frame overhead as long as it has jump cancel frames in it. And the trick with stuff like that, especially in like a tournament or like if you're at a major where you're not sure what your opponent is able to do, or how much they know about you and how you play, you do it, and you see if they block it. If they don't block it, you keep doing it until they block it. Once they block it, you change your tactics. Because that's their learning curve. Like, that's how much they can learn. If you're doing something and it works, you keep doing it, because it's going to keep succeeding until they figure out how to beat it. And that's one trick that, you know, I didn't do. I fought like I was playing locals. Like, these are people that I play all the time. And when I was in Evo, I would like do one thing, it would work, and I wouldn't do it again. That's something I want to take away from it. If I do a stupid thing and they get hit, stupid in a good way. He went for a slashback at the end there. It was a pretty good attempt. He did it too early. It's always better to do a slashback attempt too early rather than too late. It's too late, you get hit. Couldn't block the force break greed sever there. Nice Zakuro. Now, Zakuro, they land on the ground OTG. On the ground OTG. They land OTG. And when they're in OTG state, they take barely any damage. Like, my 6H there does like 1 or 2 damage. Just trying to tag him for this extra damage there. I thought he might have did a chicken star, so I did not do a follow-up. Man, this is close. There we go. So, forgot what I was saying there, but we'll go to the next match here. Nice. Didn't really have any meter to do much after that. It was a little too far away when I did my 6H. Nice there. Oh, I didn't jump. Oh, I must have thought he was going to burst. Going for the burst throw. There we go. Nice counter hit on that. Oh, nice. I did that combo. That's a combo I was just learning, like, that week. Where I'm adding the tatami mat. And you actually see me use it in tournament at EVO next year. Or not next year, next week. There we go. And Biken gets another point. Let me go ahead and put this through. Comes 2-0. Let's go ahead and update the brackets on here. So, Biken wins against Miniman, or CFG wins against Miniman, 2-0. I'm going to update that here. Let's find out who we're going to have next. So this is going to be our next match. Oh, let me go ahead and get everything ready for here, and then I'll answer Wing Zero's question here. This is just a button check. Wing Zero, the next VOD I'm going to do is going to be on Tuesday. I'm using Tuesday as kind of like my EVO catch-up. So we're going to be doing the Wukash Kumite on Tuesday. And then Thursday I'll be doing the B-sides catch-up, yeah. So we'll be doing B-sides from last week, next week. And there will be like a salty and things like that. I'm going to get caught up with that. I'm going to be behind 2 weeks until I can catch up. I got to do all the EVO stuff. I've been rendering a lot of EVO videos lately. So I'm pretty close to getting most of that done. Oh, hey, thanks for the follow, man. It was at Bulgaz. Appreciate it, man. Thanks. But yeah, so I've been doing a lot of video rendering and editing and stuff like that from EVO. Still just trying to catch up, but we'll be doing 2 more EVO streams. We'll be doing the Wukash Kumite next, and then after that we'll be doing Guilty Gear 1, and those are going to be every Tuesday. And then I'm still going to be using Tuesdays as a catch-up day, and then once I'm all caught up there, then we'll be doing Tuesdays for just arcade game. Like arcade mode and story mode and stuff like that for random fighting games. Anyway, here we go. We got Blitz and Windyman here. There is a lot of footage for the B-sides battles that we did. There was 17 entrants for the last one. A pretty good tournament there. For comparison, I know I'm not commenting on this but for comparison, Moonlit Madness so far, which is happening this weekend, has 9 entrants. It's sort of a mini major over in New York. So SoCal definitely dominating the scene when it comes to Plus R. I want that to change, though. I'm really trying to help everybody grow their local scene. And if you're interested in growing your local scene, join the Discord and talk to me on there, ClassicFightingGamer, because I will help you. I know how to run tournaments. I know all that kind of stuff. We have a locals page and everything like that for how to organize that kind of stuff. So anyway, where am I here? He's locking May down in the corner hard. May has like no options to get out. This is going to be death right here. Oh, not quite. Windyman just seemed just like lost. He didn't know what to do at that point. So can Blitz keep up that momentum and blitz him down? Windyman here is a pretty high-level CVS2 player. That's what he went to Evo for. He did enter +R at Evo as well. Ooh, it's a counter hit that's going to hurt. Good block on that burst there. Well, just in range for that disc. Gets a counter hit. This is going to hurt. And 1 point there for Blitz. But yeah, Wing Zero, not only did I record that, but there was a lot of pools and casuals on B-sides last week as well. Including my first to 50 against Mike Z. Which did not end well for me, as a spoiler. Okay, summons a hoop. Keeps the distance. Gets counter hit. Man, these combos are awesome. Blitz is really good at using the Secret Garden. That's that bubble move. Really good at doing that with lockdown. I've seen some where like the opponent's in the corner and he just makes it go diagonal back and forth like that while they're stuck in the corner having to deal with melee and mix-ups. Look at that. Man, Blitz is nuts with Melia. Overhead kiss, that's a very hard to read move. Okay, Melia getting a good combo here off of a block from 3K. Blitz not getting hit with that burst and just going in there getting 2-0 against Windyman. Let's take a look back at our brackets here and get kind of an update. We had Blitz versus Windyman and Blitz ends up winning 2-0. We'll see what we've got going on next year. Okay, so up next we've got RS and Dyne. I see you, chat. I am just gonna ignore what you're saying. Just gonna ignore it. Yeah, just gonna ignore that when it comes to that. Do what you will. Do what you will. So anyway. Oh, and yes, my first to 50, as I call it, against Mike was very bad. I'll upload it. I'm not going to comment on it. There's no commentary necessary. But I'll have it uploaded on my channel eventually. Dyne getting some good setups there. RS uses his burst to get out. They both have used their burst early. Using your burst early actually is a pretty good option. Because you get your burst again pretty quickly. So you can usually get like 3 bursts or something like that. Up to 3 bursts in one round. If you burst early. However, your opponent's far less likely to do more damage early in the round because they don't have enough meter for something like that. Speaking of meter, RS does have full meter. Nice punish there on Faust 6H. That's gonna be it. Wow, very aggressive there from RS. Good job so far. Gets a solid DP right at the start, going into a flat dust. Okay, Faust. Dyne really good at throws. I would say of SoCal Guilty Gear, Dyne is the best at throws. And I'll put myself at second best. But man, I'm ready for that throw competition. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Picked up the donut while he was at it. Both of them have full meter. Got a mini Robokai. Ooh, that is gonna kill. So RS is Big Fat Troll. Is Big Fat Troll because Every time he goes onto these stations, he secretly, without telling me, goes in the options menu and changes the voice to George for both versions of Soul. Bastard. I always have to go back and change it from George to Daisuke. So regarding Riot Stomp, you're gonna see RS use Riot Stomp. Riot Stomp is either a terrible move for high level or a stupidly good move for low level. Ooh, Mini Pot coming out there. Gonna get hit by Mini Pot again? Still out there on the field. Man, that thing's so annoying. Still making its way, but Dyne lost, so he's not gonna get hit by another Mini Pot there. Riot Stomp is incredibly easy to punish. There's even flavor text. Look at this. This is what I mean by Soul playing dumb. He just did 4 Dragon Punches in a row and hit with, what, 3 of them? It just keeps hitting with them. Right? But that's... yeah, that's what you get when you play Soul and you have people like RS playing Soul. It's not a bad way to play. When you're unpredictable, your opponent can't really do much against you. It's hard to deal with. Getting some nice clean hits. Got 2 off there, and went for a reset for the throw. Dyne did a burst. Ooh, nice FRC setups here. Dyne going for a throw. What can you do in the corner here? Another throw. Like I said, Dyne's super good at throws in this game. Ooh, ends up getting hit with the Mana Bringer. That makes it 2-0 RS. So let's just update the brackets here. Two to nothing. Okay. We got 6 players left. See what we're going to do now here and find out what's going on next. Alright, so up next we've got Juno and Windyman. Let me catch up with some of the chat here. Potemkin go home. More Potemkin. We shall see. Potemkin goes home here. Yes, we beat Windyman. May's a very tough character to deal with for Potemkin from what I hear. She's just weird. She's not on the ground that much when it comes to pop busters, I think. And she like rides dolphins and does weird jumps and does all sorts of weird setups and stuff like that. Her overhead kiss is throw invul during the latter half of it, so that is an option to get through certain things. Throw and strike invul. May stuck in the corner here. She does have meter. Doesn't fall for the overhead. I thought that was a heavenly pop buster there for a moment, man. That would have been hurting. Overhead kiss there. Windyman is going to do that into a super. The follow-up combo after overhead kiss is very difficult to do. But what I see Windyman do a lot is he doesn't have the confidence that he can do the combo. He does do the combo often, I see it. But if he feels like he just wants to guarantee damage, he'll do the super follow-up instead. Which is not a dumb move. If you are worried and you really want to make sure you have that damage, you will do the more guaranteed setup. Okay, so one thing May's really good at is getting your opponent ready to be stunned. You saw that Windyman did a combo into 6P. Normally 6P is not a high damage move, especially for comboing, but with May it's a very high stun move. So against many players, if you want to stun them, you'll do a combo into 6P. That's going to be OTG, I wasn't going to hurt that much. And so you can do that, but Potemkin has a very high stun resistance, so it's not really the character to do that with. When I fight Windyman, didn't end up working for Juno there. When I fight Windyman, he does that 6P, and I can instantly see my character start flashing for dizzying, so it's very difficult to deal with there, but not too useful against Potemkin. There we go. Overhead kiss. He's going to do that into a super. Oh, didn't quite. Did it into a dolphin summon. But the dolphin summon actually has a hitbox. It's not just the dolphin itself. Windyman getting a first point here against Juno's Potemkin. Right, counter hit with the dolphin, but I'm not sure how much you can get off that. Against Potemkin, you probably can get a lot more when you look at things like size for combos and stuff like that. Nice overhead kiss. Like I said, strike and throw involves. You saw Juno doing an attack through overhead kiss, but it didn't work and he ended up getting thrown. Oh, it was nice, but he didn't do anything off the Roman cancel. Mei trying to keep her distance. Overhead kiss into a super. No. Mei still has a ton of meter. Juno going for the instant kill tech. Nice Roman cancel. It was very necessary. Instant kill tech in this game for Potemkin. Potemkin's instant kill has full invincibility on startup, so it's like a dragon punch, right? So if you see your opponent going to attack you, you go into instant kill and you kill him. You do see Mike Z using that a lot. He says it's a valid tactic, but you know, he's Mike Z doing Mike Z things. Overhead kiss there. Doing rest of rolling there. Rest of rolling, it's just your beast cannon you get from Vampire Savior. We all love beast cannon in Vampire Savior. Nice air throw. Ooh, that was an accidental taunt. Very bad burst there as well. Juno gets a guard cancel. Gets close, hits with a hammer fall. Taking a round there. If Windyman wins this round, he'll take the point and end up winning this part of the tournament here against Juno. Windyman just trying to keep the distance. Charging up Dolphin. Nice jump out against Hammerfall. Good overhead kiss. Gonna go into a normal combo there. This is the harder combo I was talking about. He ended up missing the second half. But he did that because he didn't have any meter for it. Hammerfall's difficulty to deal with has to do more with, maybe he's whiffing the super there. Has more to deal with, something else other than that. There we go. Windyman ends up taking the point there. Windyman gets, 1-1. Oh, okay, I was off by a score here then. Is this 1-1 or is this 2-1? Let's find out. 2-1. Yeah, there we go. 2-1. Just didn't update this part here. Alright, so let's go back to the brackets here. So we can see on here that we have Windyman and Juno. Windyman ends up winning against Juno 2-1. So next match here is going to end up being me versus Dyne. Let's find out what order here, so give me a moment. Alright, so the next match we've got going on here is going to be Dyne versus me. My name is ClassicFightingGamer, aka CFG. So Dyne and I have a regular experience. A lot of fights going on here. You will see us challenge throws. I knew he was going for that one. Went for the overhead. Again, I'm going to keep going for that overhead against players until it stops working. There we go. Nice combo setup there. Did one without using any meter. Went for a throw on land there. Oh. Quite work. Yep. He blocks the overhead, or the, yeah, the overhead's very risky to use against Faust, because Faust's duck is so low to the ground that I often will just flat out whiff. I block the 6H. Set him in the corner, go for a combo in the air. I was too far away to do the follow-up, so I opted for a just a reset in the corner there. No meter, so couldn't do a follow-up from that distance. I know he's going for a throw. There we go. That's gonna hurt. Jozanssen's he's just too low. Grab some chocolate, not a donut. That's good. No. Yeah, that was close. That would have been tragic if I lost that one. One thing you'll see me do is I'll do the Oren counter if I block Faust 6H, because he often goes into pogo stance as soon as he does 6H. And when he does that, I can hit him with a counter hit with Oren. But if I time it too early or too late, he ends up kind of recoiling back from his wiggle there. So it's a little bit of timing that I have to deal with there. I did get a point. Let me update this. Trying to keep Dyne locked in the corner there. Dyne gets a gold burst. Managed to block some of the harder moves from Dyne there. Dyne still got full meter. I see some meters incoming. Gonna go for a super on wake up. I don't know why I did that. Just seen that. Wasn't sure that killed. See, that's what I mean. Oren will work, but not if he times like a forward or something like that just in time for it. Nice counter. Bringing him more towards the corner here. Gonna get him on lockdown. Be waking up and doing something. There we go. It must have been a force break I was trying to do. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. I was kind of waiting for a burst there, so I did a weirder combo where I wasn't as risking myself as much. But because of that, I ended up dropping the combo and getting out. Probably be okay, though. Yep, there we go. Got a round there on Dyne. One more round here and I win. See, there he goes. He timed it perfectly. He knew I was going to do RN, so that's something that I should start watching out more for when I start fighting him again. Going for the throw. Just a nice raw throw in there. That could have hurt way worse. I wasn't sure if I'd get hit by the mini Faust down there on the floor. Nice air throw, picking him up. This is gonna not quite kill. Ooh, I didn't get the full combo. Messed it up there. Air tech and air throw. Take that. Alright, I win 2-0. Let's go back to the brackets here. We'll take a look at where we're all at here. I ended up beating Dyne 2-0. Not 32, 2. There we go. Which means we are now technically in top 4. So, let's go ahead and get to top 4 here. Just give me a moment. Yes, the marital dispute. There we go. Yeah, 32-0. I wish, right? Yeah, so we have now the two star-crossed lovers, RS versus Blitz. They're roommates together, so they have to fight each other all the time. And it just so happens they're both in winners finals. So this one is going to be 3 out of 5. We'll see who's going to win this one. Whoever wins gets to stay for grand finals, and whoever loses has to go on to losers finals on the losers side bracket. Ends up blocking good blocks there from Blitz. You saw Blitz get hit with that riot stomp. That was just as he was picking up the pin, so he wasn't able to block high because you have to press down for the pin. Good air throw, very good air throw, because he knew he was going to jump out from the disc. and that was an option to get out of the disc blocking. Good combo here set up from Blitz. Going for high lows. Okay, now it's RS's turn, doing some pretty good combo setup stuff there. Good air throw. Nice pin, leading into a good solid combo here. Gonna go with the disc. Oh no, Secret Garden. He lost the pin. The pin's on the right side of the screen. He's not gonna be able to do any pin moves until they get back over there. Like I said, Blitz uses the pin a lot, so he really wants to rely on that. Even if he could do other stuff around it, he just doesn't. I think he just doesn't want to be lacking with that pin. He wants his options available. It is good for certain combos and stuff like that. He can do stuff without it. You see RS blocking the pin, trying to make sure that Blitz can't get in there. Blitz does get it, uses it right away again. Good over anti-air there. That's going to be a good, solid combo. It's not going to kill. Blitz doesn't go for the pin. Just gets a nice kill. Good, solid play there by Blitz. Getting 1 point. We can feel the salt growing within RS. Probably cursing the screen right now. Man, Melia's cheap. Fuck this character. I can just hear it. So salty. Oh, what's going on here? What's he doing? What are you doing, RS? Why are you going back to this mode? What's going on? What's happening? Oh. Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry. We didn't record the whole thing, I guess. We must have just caught just the last bit of it. Sometimes that happens with the local recordings. So I was attributing silence and nothing to that, even though it was just not fully recorded. So we missed the rest of it. My apologies. Well, if they get back to each other again in grand finals, we'll get to see the full grand final match. So let's take a look at the bracket here. I actually have a full copy of the original bracket. I'm going to copy over the results from here. It didn't miss much. It ended up being 3-0. So RS is going to go to losers finals. Right now we're going to have CFG versus Windyman. This is a run back for me. I got brutalized when I fought Windyman earlier by a very annoying goddamn May. Can't stand her. Super cheap character. You know what? My motto for Guilty Gear: ban all characters, but start with May. Can't stand May. So let me go ahead and update some of the info on here. Johnny, huh? You mean that, what was that? 9-1 matchup? Johnny's 9-1 against Biken? Prove me wrong, right? So, what I'm referring to there is Wukash and Wing Zero fought each other at EVO, in sort of an unannounced first to 10. They just did like 10 games. Wukash ended up winning 1 game when Windyman won 10. So, therefore, it's official. Bike and Johnny is 1-9, Johnny favoring. So. But here we go. Windyman locking me in the corner, being super cheap. I couldn't block in time. Getting a perfect on me. I blocked it. Couldn't quite get the throw there. Be very careful against May. I do Roman cancel that, but I didn't get any follow-up. That was my bad. Gonna do a slide or a overhead kiss or something like that to get in here pretty soon, I'm guessing. Definitely something I gotta watch out for. just watching intently for during this match. Like, is it an overhead kiss or is it a slide? Oh, look at that. See, that's what I'm talking about. He combos into 6P, not because it deals more damage, because it deals that stun damage. It's just so, like, dishonorable. Good throw, good throw. He's gonna do something on wake up. Yeah, something was jump. No, 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 no! Oh my god, so close. Oh, it crossed me up right at the end. I was hoping for a Baku or something like that I could do. First point here goes to Windyman. This one is just loser semi, so it is 2 out of 3. So if he wins one more here, he's going to take it. Screw you, Slayer's cheap. I mean, I don't deny Biken is cheap. I still say ban every character. Good Zakuro there. And went for that overhead kiss. Okay, going in, trying to get locked in the combo or corner there. Nice, nice. That is gonna hurt. That should kill. Yeah, there we go. Nice, good counter. 6H counter hit does so much damage in the corner. It's a little too far. I wasn't able to do a micro dash in between in order to get more damage there. Just being a little weary. It's just that distance with 3K is so deadly. Nice throw. I got pushed a little too far for overhead kiss to hit, and because of the dolphins that I was blocking. So because of that, I was able to throw overhead kiss, but I just got lucky. It was not skill. Okay. Trying to get Windyman out here. Being very cautious because at any point he can do oof, oof, oof. There we go, there we go. At any point he could do like a whale or he could do something else. Just being super cautious. So I got another point here. It's now 1-1. At least I didn't get trounced 2-1, 2-0 like last time. So yeah, so overhead kiss you actually cannot hit her out of, and that's why it's so annoying. Because you try hitting her, and it's strike invul, it's also throw invul. It also has the exact same animation as just her run forward. It has a different sound, a very minuscule sound for you to deal with. Over a normal run is like 2 quick steps, and then running, and then just step, step, step. Overhead kiss is even steps, so step, step, step. You hear just step, step, step when she's running forward without the 2 quick ones, then it's an overhead kiss. Not really something you can check for in a tournament setting. See right there, you heard the 2 even ones. The kind of tech is just, if you see Mei running at you, just jump. That's pretty much it. It's a very minuscule audio cue. It has helped me out, but again, you can't really rely on it too much in a tournament because you often don't have that much access to sound. Fortunately, Mei's steps, like the squeaky shoes, is a pretty common thing to hear. Like it's distinct enough where you can pay attention for it. So I got 1 point off here. Nice counter hit, but I didn't follow up with anything. I don't think I was used to. I didn't know what I could do after that. Because normally 5H, like you do want to do like a tatami mat or something like that, but I don't think tatami mat would have worked there. I was just confused. That is gonna hurt. Nice combo. Went for a second loop there. I was a little worried. Oh no! No, that was a block! What was going on there? That was 100% a block. I called it. I'm calling it in my mind right now. And, you know, like I was saying earlier, when you're playing, when you go to a major and you play a whole bunch of people in a major, that one weekend of going to the major is like 3 months worth of playing other people and getting experience from them. So, like, just seeing from this one to 2 weeks later, just how much I've changed and how much I'm thinking about this matchup versus how I saw it last time, when I was fighting this last time. This is so pitiful. I had this. I called it and I blocked, but I think my faultless defense, I just pressed kick slightly too fast. I didn't get a full attack. Oh, that's sad. It's just sad. I had it. It was in my hands. It was in my hands and I lost. So after this, I was very salty the whole night. Very salty. CFG didn't win. What am I doing? I just wish I won. Windyman won. So let's go ahead and update the score here. Very salty. But I get my revenge next tournament. I trounce him next tournament. I just utterly destroy him. So we'll see that next week. In the meantime, let's take a look at the brackets here so we can update this. Was loser's semi. Windyman beats me 2-1. Shouldn't have beat me, but he did. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Next match is going to be RS and Windyman. Let's change the name on here real quick. And I'm just going to update the scores here in just a moment. Yeah, so this night that we're watching right here, yeah, casuals did end, but that was mostly because I wanted to prepare for Evo. I had a lot of stuff I had to get done, and I just wanted to make sure I was all set because I was getting everything ready. The week before Evo, I actually work a lot. Like, I wasn't going to have a single day off until Thursday, just so I could have, 6 days off in a row for Evo. So normally by this point, I'd like had a refresh day where I'd had the day off, but I was just working nonstop. And so I was like really exhausted. I wanted to go home. It wasn't really all because of me losing to May, though I was very salty from it. In any case, we've got May versus RS. This is Windyman versus RS. This is a loser's final match, so it's 3 out of 5. First hit, there we go. Alright, so he's trying to get under there, but wasn't able to get through. Nice 3K. Can't do much on Soul when he's waking up, because he's just gonna... There we go. You could, you got a throw there too, but I think if he did a 3K, it would have gone past that. I'm sure Dragon Punch is gonna beat 3K though. Roman canceled into a wild throw. That's gonna kill. May's very tiny, clean hitbox, but he got 3 in a row. Nice Dragon Punch right on round start. Okay. Solid 6H, but it traded. Going for more Dragon Punches in the air. There we go. That's what I'm saying. When you fight RS, assume the stupid setup. And again, that's not an insult to RS at all. Usoru plays stupid, and he's one of the greatest players in Guilty Gear. Air throw. There we go. RS gets the first point. Embrace the dumb, you know? Okay. Windyman gets the throw. It still gets hit with a Dragon Punch, even though he was jumping backwards to try and avoid it. Soul blocks the 3K. Ooh, that was a risky challenge. He's getting a counter hit anti-aired into, what's that, 2 clean hits. Couldn't get the 3rd clean hit there. For those of you unaware, every character has a clean hitbox. After you hit somebody with a clean hit, which is a specific move, if you have a move, it'll have a property with clean hit. Usually it's just soul. When you hit them with the clean hit, it gives them a longer time for them to recover. And then that box that they have, that clean hit box, shrinks and shrinks and shrinks until you can't do a clean hit on them anymore. Depends on the character, but sometimes you can get 5 or 6 reps. That's 3. Wasn't able to get a 4th rep on May. May, I don't think you can do too many on there. Maybe 4 might be max. Overhead kiss there. Good block. Make sure you block the 2nd hit too. Good. Another dumb Riot Stomp FRC into throw. Another throw there. Not going for wild throws. Windyman gets a gold burst, but not going to help him. RS getting a point there. It's now 2-0. Yeah, I mean, personally, I have a really hard time how hard it, to punish 3K even on block. Because so many moves just still go over it after the block. So you have to really kind of fish for what will work and then what you can combo after. Because just because you can hit them with it doesn't mean you can do much after that, 6H won't hit. She'll recover before 6H. I can do 5H though. 5H will hit. I can do 5H into a tatami mat. Because she does recover kind of fast after a 3K. Yeah, I mean, maybe if I instant block, I can do a 6H. That might work. But for more reliable setups, I've been going for 5H afterwards. You can combo 5H into tatami, but you can't jump cancel 5H. And I typically don't follow defend. With Biken, you don't follow defend that often because you're using things as a buffer and it kind of messes up with buffers. So RS took 1 point there. Going for a good combo setup there. Another Dragon Punch. Into a wild throw. How many can you get? Up. Was able to burst. Good burst there from Windyman. RS has full meter here. Just needs to clutch it out. Just waste it on 2 supers. Wasn't able to get any sort of combo off that rest of rolling. Back and forth. Good blocks. You stop blocking low for an instant during that and you're going to get hit. That's a good one, but wasn't able to do much off of that. Not quite going to kill. Oh, but he didn't tech out. So therefore it is a kill. RS ends up taking this one here. So RS wins on this one 3-0. Take a look at the brackets here. This was RS winning against Windyman 3-0. So our next match is going to be Grand Finals between Blitz and RS. We'll just go ahead and change some of the score here real quick. And we'll get started on it. Okay, so our next match here is the Grand Finals match. Our tournament, it is going to be Blitz versus RS. Let me make sure I update the names on here right. Blitz is our melee player, so their names are a little bit backwards here. Let me fix that. But in the meantime, Blitz is coming from a winner's side, and RS is coming from loser's side. It is 3 out of 5. So yes, this is on the PS3 version. The PS3 is pretty much the tournament standard at this point, if you can't play on arcade, of course. Whenever we run this at majors like at EVO and Combo Breaker and Anime Ascension and Frosty Faustings and CEO Otaku, all those kind of places, we're doing this on PS3. Gotten some good combos going straight into the corner. Soul does have full meter here. Doing a double jump to avoid the disc. Blitz doesn't go for a combo setup after that. Nice slashback, but doesn't really do anything off of it. Amelia has very, very low health, so you have to really watch yourself when you're getting hit and avoid any sort of damage at all possible. You got very little chance for mistakes with Amelia. Wasn't able to pick up the pin. It was still on recovery at that time. Grabs the pin this time though. Doesn't hit him through the bandit bringer. Probably just slightly whiffed it. Nice secret garden. Like I said, Blitz is really good at setting up that secret garden when you're in the corner like that. Okay, finally get back to the pin. Blitz still doesn't have that pin back. Wasn't able to get any sort of combo after that. I was surprised Bryce didn't do a dragon punch on his wake up there though. If he's still alive, he's got full meter. Nice slash back attempt. I appreciate the attempts. But it still didn't slash back on there. Nice combo all the way around the corner. Keeps going for that secret garden. But RS ends up doing a nice solid dragon punch to get through. Still got a lot of meter even though he did that force break follow up there. That Tyrant Ray Alpha. Goes for guard cancel. Still ends up getting counter hit in the corner, or not in the corner, but going into be in the corner here. Able to jump out. You know, if Quash were watching right now, that's what he'd be talking about. Quash is really big on time your Midis perfectly. Midi wasn't timed there, so RS was able to jump out of the corner. RS gets 1 point. Let's see if we can, if he can take it and go for a reset, or if Blitz is going to be able to go through this. So honestly, with the Switch version is not bad. It has good online compared to all the other sources. We don't run it on Switch mostly just because it's just not as convenient. I mean, you have to have the stand, you have to have a hub and everything like that. Going for a dragon install, not a very common move you see from Soul. At the end of dragon install, you not only become vulnerable as you kind of recover, you also lose all of your meter, and you're in a sort of a negative penalty type state, so you can't even recover it while it says danger on there. So very, very, not very often used setup there. The Switch version, by the way, does have 4 frames of lag. This version is 3 frames. It's really a minuscule amount that we wouldn't really care about that as far as it goes for tournaments. If it was like 5 frames, it'd be more of a different point. It's not really something we have to worry too much about. And blocks the discs, getting some good block strength going on there. It's hit with an anti-air. It's going to take him around the corner. Oh, slightly drops the combo there at the end, giving a round point here to RS. Nice combo here. Ends with a pin and a secret garden. It's able to escape. Again, able to escape again. Good call on that super. Again, RS and Blitz are roommates, so they play each other a lot. They might be more familiar with how each other play. But it's grand finals, they gotta play each other. Good blocks there from Blitz. Still going for those instant blocks too. Seeing Blitz flash a lot. Interesting autocorrect there from the, was that 2H? Makes it 1 point here for Blitz and 1 for RS. And honestly, the PS3 version has certain glitches where the game ends up crashing because of them on certain stages. So the PC version and the Switch version are fixed when it comes to that, but it's still more convenient to play on PS3 than it is on Switch or PC. We just ban those stages that crash. That's pretty much it. Now, if the game were on PS4, that'd be a different story. But it's right now only on, well, it's on a lot of consoles, but we play it on PS3. 2 instant blocks and a slashback. So good attempts there from RS getting the first round. Both going for pokes. Same poke in a row. Didn't get anything from that. Nice around the world combos. Nice counter hit. Going to empty burst, but doesn't get the burst punished. A little too far away to really do much off of anything off of it anyway. Going for a good Secret Garden. There's a force break version of Secret Garden, which lets you kind of do it in the air and fall back down and recover. There we go. Blitz didn't have the pin, but he was not afraid to go ahead and do some good anti-airs there. Wow, nice setup there with 3 jump Ds in a row. Good anti-air. Getting a counter hit setup. Blitz was waiting for that Dragon Punch, blocked it, but RS did a Roman cancel to beat it. Blitz has a pin. Just needs one tiny tap, and he's able to seal the deal on this round. There we go. That's going to be it. So he takes 2-1. It is 3 out of 5 because it's winner's final, or grand finals here. And as Hano said, you know, thanks for backing me up there, Hano. The game's out on a lot of different versions. PS3 is just pretty much the most convenient. A lot of people talk about like input lag as being a factor. Honestly, the arcade has more input lag than the console versions. So if you want to say, hey, we're going for arcade perfect, we still usually do the PS3 one because it's has more lag than the PC version, but still you're talking about that hot swapping thing too. That's always an issue. Good counter hit. Seals a round there for Blitz. One more round here and Blitz wins the tournament. Sweet combos there. Just mesmerized by this gameplay here. Good air throw. It's the second time I've seen him do that against RS. Oh no, RS did it against him. Never mind. Okay, solid hit there. Ooh, didn't go for anything more. Good burst there from Blitz. Just needs one tap and he wins this tournament. And there we go. Blitz ends up winning 3-1. So let's just seal the deal here. Let's go ahead and go to our brackets page. We're going to put this in. Blitz ends up winning 3-1. What you saw there was some casual matches. I'll make sure to upload those later on. But in the meantime, we've got some brackets to do. Oh, you didn't see that, did you? Yeah. Well, I'll upload those. It's Hano versus Wing Zero, it looked like. Something like that. No, RS versus a Johnny or something like that? I don't know. We'll see. I'll upload that later. In any case, we have our bracket here. Let's go ahead and end the tournament. We can go over this results. We have our full results. Blitz ended up taking the tournament, getting first place. RS was what they call a worthy adversary, second place. Third place was Windyman. Fourth place was CFG, that's me. Fifth place was Dyne and Juno. And seventh place was Bang and Midi Man. We had 8 people for this tournament. Now, what you're going to want to see... Yeah, U versus RS. You take his burst and run. Is that how quick this match was? No, it's a 25-minute video. I'll upload this separately. Oh yeah, definitely. The Discord server. And also, if you're interested in watching more videos, I upload a ton of stuff on my YouTube channel for Guilty Gear, so you can take a look at that there as well. But in any case, we have this set up here. We have 8 people this time. You know, next week, I'm going to be doing the next B-Sides is the one that happened after EVO. We had 17 entrants, so a much bigger tournament. You can go ahead and check that out next week. We're going to do the stream at 9 p.m. again. Always do these at 9 p.m. So I'm going to go ahead and cut off the YouTube one here. Have a good night, guys. If you're on chat, stay on. I'm going to keep talking to you. But in the meantime, for YouTube, I'm going to go ahead and say good night. Like I said, we stream every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Thursdays was when we do our commentary here. Tuesdays, right now, I'm doing kind of overflow, where I'm doing catch up with all these EVO ones I'm doing commentary for those. And Sundays, I just kind of chill and do RPGs. So I love RPGs. But anyway, if you're on YouTube, have a good night. If you're on Twitch, I'm still going to stay on. So, later.